Hey everybody, good morning. I wanted to jump on really quick and make a video for you so I could catch you up about the fire, the house fire that took place in Gold Canyon on Tuesday night. So some of you saw it on TV, on the news. We did make a couple clips and post about it, so I wanted to catch you guys up on where this is and what happened. So first, thank you for those of you that reached out. Is it in my area? Yes, technically, but no. Is it in my neighborhood? It's far enough across from us that yes, we could see it, but no, we were not in any danger. So Tuesday night, we heard a lot of sirens, not your normal sirens for, say, a car accident, because we do have winding roads out here, and so that's unfortunately can be common. You can hear a siren, but all of a sudden we heard a lot of sirens, and so I went outside, was looking around, and right around this really huge house that sits right in front of kind of my view. So I had to kind of walk out and look, and you can see all of the fire department, tons of fire department, and this huge house. These are the houses that are on Dinosaur Mountain are big and expensive, y'all, big, expensive houses. And I look out and one of them is fully engulfed in flames. What? Oh my goodness. And it's in a very, it's a gated area, and these houses are extremely large. The house is being built above the house that's on fire. That person is technically building the largest house that will be out here in Gold Canyon. And so I want to say it's the size of a mall. I don't know, you guys. Someone told me close to like 30,000 square feet. It's a size I don't even understand. These homes are huge, multi-million. So that is in part why it made the news, but also I want to say the speed that the house went up was startling. I don't know a lot about fires, but this was scary. So in a matter of minutes, the fire department responded. I love our rescue teams and fire people in Arizona. Nothing but love and praise for them. Amazing, amazing, amazing people. We have a fire department that's just right around the road. So it took seconds for them. It felt like it was immediate. That was an immediate response. They were there. But immediately that house, they weren't able to save it. They had all kinds of equipment stuff there. There was a decision that was made quickly that they shouldn't go in, and from what we understand in the reports, within less than a minute, the roof collapsed. It was a two-story house, and you're talking probably, I'm gonna guess, you guys, because I don't know the sizes of some of these monster houses. Huge house, two-story plus 20,000 square foot, and it collapsed. So thank everything in the universe that the fire department, none of those people got hurt. They made the right decision. They did not go in, and the house did collapse. They spent all night battling that fire. It kept reflaming and reflaming huge at them. We had helicopters, we had all kinds of stuff out here. The house, like I said, I think I said it already, but again, the house that's above it or around them, these are huge homes. The man that's building the home right above it, it's going to be the largest home in Gold Canyon. And someone, I think, had told me like 30,000 square feet. I am not exaggerating. I have a home that's I don't have it, excuse me. I have the view of a home that's on a hill. I don't know if that's home. I said that wrong. It's early, you guys. There's a hill that's covered by a home, and they said that one's like 22,000 square feet. So if that's not going to be the largest, like, I don't even know at this point. These homes are monster sized. And that's what's so startling, and I think that's what's making the news, is how large of a home and how quickly this went up. So there is an investigation. Now, gossip in the Facebook of Gold Canyon is that the man was doing some kind of work in the garage, and that on either welding or a gas tank, or, and some of this is probably just people speculating. I don't know for sure. I think they are still investigating it from what we understand. That it went from the garage and it went up immediately up through. That being the case, this is terrifying, and maybe it's just because I'm in that poorer category, but I guess I figured if you had some kind of multi-million-dollar home, you'd have some kind of different system or fire extinguishers or stuff, but that's just speculation, and I'm not going to blame anybody. I have no idea what happened, but my brain, when you see these homes that are the size of a hotel or the size of a mall, I'm already assuming they've got a water system in it, because I don't live in that, you guys. No. So if you want to know, or those of you that do have been out here or familiar with where I live up on a hill, and there's these multiple golf courses that are in between, so it kind of winds around out here. I live in a really old house. Everybody that's been here says it's like a fishbowl, because it's small, but it has windows all the way around, so I have a good view, and it kind of almost gives you a little bit of fear of missing out. But when we moved here about 10 years ago, there wasn't this many houses, you guys. I knew we had moved into an area that had some wealth, but what is happening now is changed it drastically. So no, we bought our house and property over 10 years ago. And it's of the smaller houses that are out here. Literally, I can count over 40, I'm not kidding, that have been built around us. They've got this, where Apache Land Movie Ranch used to be. Those of you who aren't familiar, please look it up, Apache Land Movie Ranch. They used to make Westerns out here a long time ago, and that ranch burned down. So we have this weird history. Superstition Mountain has a weird history, weird energy to it, and it's not something to be messed with. Yeah, so this whole area, and then those of us that live in the desert are always afraid of a fire. So something that we're just on alert for, So it's changed. The whole area has changed, and it's also why the channel's changed a little bit, and that's why I wanted to just sit down and talk, almost like podcast, The channel has changed. In the 10 years since when I came out here and I was walking around these open spaces and finding bones and videoing the animals, it was different. Immediately, huge patches of land were bought up and very large homes put on them, and it changed the dynamic of all of it. I used to go out and take records and pick up specimens and things I'd find on the road, and I had the local loop, and I found all kinds of stuff. And this last year that I went out, literally there was nothing on the roads anymore. It's changed that much. So no, I'm not finding the snakes, I'm not finding the things. They've cleared so much property, it has changed. And so what I wanted to also talk about was the fact that when people ask, was that one of your neighbors? The fire that happened, that big house, do you know them? No. When you live in these areas with these houses that are completely huge and walled off and gated away, and no, you don't know them. I've lived out 10 years. I couldn't tell you. From what I understood is the house was sold and somebody else bought it. I have no idea. So detached from feeling like I have a community. I almost miss being where I was one of those people where they're like, you live way out there, I don't want to go out in the desert. I miss that, compared to having houses all the way around you that you still feel lonely, that you still feel like you don't have a community, that you have no idea who that person is that's over there. Yeah, did a lot to me. That fire did a lot to me about my own safety. What I became worried about, I was worried about whether the dog got out okay, who was okay. Grateful that none of the firemen were hurt. Our fire people, our rescue people out here are everything to us. How easy all that wealth and the things that were accumulated in that house just went up. All of it. And so I went over there the next day, I went over there yesterday, I wanted to see it, and the devastation is real. And the car is melted, flames still coming up on the house. And I got that on the videos for you guys to see. And yeah, it just put me in a different space. There's so much that doesn't feel right at this point. See, this is where I'm just going to talk to you. You can turn it off if you want to. I think we've already talked about the fire, but I think I just needed to reach out and say hi to everybody and say it's overwhelming. And then when you have something like that in your backyard where you're literally watching multi-million dollars just go up in flames and you start questioning it all. That's kind of where I'm at this point. I'm sitting in some kind of weird space of confusion and depression and loneliness and wanting it all to change, because I've lived long enough to know that we all can have such a good time together, and we used to. I used to laugh and enjoy, and we all used to go out and dance and do things, and it's just not the same anymore, and we know why. When the leader of everything, when what's in charge is hell bent to make sure it all is destroyed and no one is having a good time, you feel it. It's a party pooper, whatever the word you want to sound sounds stupid, but that's what it is. It's like when someone's hell bent to make sure that you're not doing well, when you're not okay, that's the end game, and that's what we're all feeling. It's been rough, and we're just starting January. So just be a couple weeks into January and watch somebody lose their home. And that happens everywhere. And you go, well, do you feel bad for somebody who has multi-million dollars? They probably have insurance. They probably have this. You give this all this other things to someone because we're jealous or mad that someone else has accumulated this wealth, because we're in this society right now that is so split apart. I don't know that person at all. I don't know if they earned it. I don't know if their family gave them the wealth. I have no idea. I don't want to know that anyone burned in their home. I don't care where they're at. That's the problem. That's why I wanted to talk and just have some weird kind of podcast at you and just vent the feelings, because I want everybody to have a home. I don't want anyone to not have a home. I want everybody to be okay. Don't wish this stuff on anyone. I can't imagine what it's feeling like for other places and countries that are literally scared that this lunatic that we have in charge is threatening their livelihood and that threatening their life. That they might be involved in violence too. It's too much. So I can't sleep. What do you not worry about at this point? I'm trying to get my work done and trying to move forward, but I know I'm not alone in that feeling of this is wrong and too much and overwhelming, and how am I supposed to? And I kept telling myself, well, my house didn't catch on fire. And is that really where I'm at now? Is that the okay, well, I guess I just needed to let it out. Well, put it in the comments. Tell me how you're doing. Tell me how it feels. Tell me what you think when you see all this, the things we're seeing at this point and hearing at this point, and I don't even know, my head is spinning. Flooded. They did exactly what they wanted. Give you so much crap and just flood the zone with the nonsense that you drown in it. I don't want that for you guys. I don't want that for us at all. I'm wishing nothing but the correction that karma or the universe or whatever you want to put on it does and changes this horrible game of Monopoly and Risk that got swirled together and we all can't seem to get out of. We've been on the losing end for a long time, where we've let some grown, that's funny, childs play this game as if it really was on a board. I feel like they're still looking at the Monopoly board, they're still looking at the Risk board, they're playing with the dice, and none of us matter. I believe in the universe and in the correction, and I think it should be coming soon. And I hope so for everybody. And I know this is like, why would you even watch this? Why would you even sit? Because I just feel like I'm not alone. Am I willing at this point, at 57 years old, to take up arms against other people for this idiocy? I can't believe that should be the question with us. Is that our society? Is that humanity? Is that the question that we're being asked of each other? Do you cheer on someone's house for burning because they're a millionaire and you think that they belong to a certain group? Or do you pick up the hose like the hero fire people that we have that run towards the danger and say, I'm going to put it out? Do you stand back and watch? I don't know what I do at this point. Put it in the comments. Wish you guys a beautiful day, and hope to see you soon.